Hello everybody, I'm going to tell you a story, well not story, it's not really a story. Basically, I have done my first season back in Alliance Wars after 2 years of being away from it. There's many reasons as to go of why I stopped doing Alliance Wars season. We'll get into it and I'll kind of like do a little bit of a story time type thing. I've kind of covered this like a little bit more, but I just like, well, first season back, how'd it go? Because that's the thing, like, how's my first season back been in doing Alliance War seasons? And it's been fine. Ish. There's been a few kind of like wobbles in certain areas, but it really comes from like not doing the game mode, how it's evolved over a length of time. I still don't overly enjoy the game mode. And that's the thing, I don't enjoy the game mode, but I like the rewards. It's a very difficult place to be in. But a lot of times when it comes to MCOC and games in general and content within any other games, it's like sometimes you have to put yourself through stuff you don't like in order to get something good from it. So Loyalty Store has been one of the main reasons that have brought me back to play Alliance Wars seasons, because of the amount of loyalty you now get as to what you can purchase from it. From things like Tier 3 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, Tier 6 Basic Catalyst Fragments, 6-star Awakening Gems, and yes, I am annoyed that I have now got a 6-star Unstoppable Colossus that's a champion that hasn't been buffed, and oh my god, I hope that he is buffed down the line, because I don't want to feel that 1.6 mil times 2, that 3... No, it's more than that, isn't it? Yeah, 3.2? Is it 3.2? Yeah, 3.2 mil loyalty, which I could have spent to become Paragon. Instead, well, the thing is, I didn't know, do I? I can't like go in a time machine and go, oh, by the way, you do realise that if you use your Eye of Agamotto, which is behind me, I can find out they're going to do something with rank 4 6-star materials. It's not going to be that. I can't predict the future with it. But, first season. Let's talk about the first season. What happened with the results? Well, the results are as follows. So, as we run 2 battle groups, so our alliance only runs 2 battle groups, we've managed to achieve Gold 1. I think that's very impressive. To be honest, I think if we won all of our wars, we may have had a shot of being in Platinum 4 with 2 battle groups, which again, I think is very impressive. I think it's more impressive because this is the first season we decided to run 2 battle groups. So the lads ran 1 battle group, and I think we're getting either late gold 1 or gold 2. So I think it's like it's going in a good way. We probably won't be able to get a 3rd battle group going, and that's just because there's a lot of people within the alliance that don't like it and absolutely despise it more than me. And I despise this particular game mode. As I said, for me, it just comes to the territory of what I wanted to achieve with loyalty. So I'm happy to claim this. I'm happy to get me 5-star Nexus. Well, it's not 6-star Nexuses. It isn't. But next season, it could be very different. So let's just quickly open that. Woo! 5-star Nexus in this particular video. Woo! I've got some really spicy openings coming up soon, by the way. What have I got? Oh, Mr. Negative for the first time. Hell yeah, okay. I'll take that. Although I could get a max signature, but I'd rather get something new from it, just as an option, just so I've got it, as from a collection standpoint. Other than that, I don't really do much with 5 stars unless it's stuff for EOP nowadays. That's for me, 5-star relevance is EOPs, maybe stuff when it comes to Act 8.1 maybe. But I'm still happy to kind of like, receive the stuff that I have. I should really get those tier 5 CCs opened, which, what have I got? Did I get 10%? No, I got 3 25%ers. Nice, okay. Pop them open. Alright. I've got to do more rank 3, 6 stars, I really do. Moving on. And on screen. So we need to have a look at this. This is, God, I'm going to have to like zoom this in. Let me just like zoom it in further. This is the updated, let's get that further. There we go. I zoomed in now. This is the updated rewards for stuff. Now, I have no interest of going any higher than Platinum 4 when it comes to kind of grind, just because, yeah, I'd rather do less stress, to be honest, and hassle. So, what have we got here? A buff. Okay, there's a buff to stuff. If you're in Gold 1, you get a small amount of Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. As I said, for our alliance, that's brilliant. If we could ever shoot to be Platinum 4, which is slightly possible, there's an outside possibility, but it requires a lot of hard work when you only run 2 battle groups. So there is a possibility if we could get ourselves Platinum 4, which does see some good stuff. I'm also pretty glad to see that there's like a 6-star Nexus edition. It's still very much the same. It's adding those tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic fragments, 15,000 6-star shards, which again is the same thing of what we got. 6-star Nexus crystal, good. 3, again 25% the same. 3 tier 5 basic, 4 tier 2 alpha catalyst. Was that exactly what? I have to now check. I'm glad I took a screenshot because I was going to like quickly check off against that. Where's my photos? So just checking the photos. Come on, load photos. Load. Don't tell me about that stupid crap. Right, okay. So on screen. Yeah, so it's 4 and 3. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, good. I was wondering that. I was getting a bit kind of concerned. Mainly because like what happened with Act 8.1 this week with the rewards and that the path, kind of like tier 5 basics being reduced. But in any case, that's good. It's positive for what we want to achieve with the alliance. With it, yeah. Okay, so what did I find for my first season? Let's get to the point of like my thoughts on the first season. Attack tactics can be a little bit frustrating because sometimes I forget to kind of like select correctly. I'm not saying it's too much of an issue. It's just that it's just another layer of complexity. We've talked about layers of complexity with MCOC in the past, and that's one thing. I guess like I just like the idea of like going into content, not having to worry too much, and just kind of think about, okay, counters for this. I am writing a lot of kind of like champions. It's difficult when you did counters to paths, which I had 2 years ago. They're not correct against the current meta. So it could be a case that we all spectate this because I don't know if we're going to run a battle group. It's like going, okay, well on like path 4, I've been doing a lot of path 4 this thing. We don't have allocated paths. We just kind of go rock up and go, we might have counter for this, so we kind of better suited here. So yes, there's a little bit of disorganization, but there's a lot of free choice, which I guess a lot of alliances may kind of like differ in the way that they'd be like, you are on that path, so go do it. And that becomes an issue. So it's nice to kind of like go, okay, well, I've got this champion, a rank 4 is 6-star or rank 3 is 6-star, and I'm able to counter this quite easily. So you kind of like, it kind of works better. So that's something, and that's cool. I've had some good luck with Boss Island. To be honest, I've had issues with inputs. That's been like I've had good times with inputs and then bad times because it's like the game's never consistent with it. And that's the thing where it kind of like unsettles you really, because you're like, I really want to make sure we get less deaths here. And yeah, it can be a little bit kind of like, that's the stuff that it's a good balance with our alliance. We're not kind of like overly stressed that like we have to. It would be amazing to win each time, but it's never going to be possible. You're never going to win every time, but it would be nice, especially as I said, like coming back and I would like to hope to be Platinum 4, but as I said, it's so tough when you run 2 battle groups, and we won't be able to get a third one going. But I'm not going to change the alliance I'm in because I'm happy in this alliance. It's been what I want. It's map 8. It's top 150 plus, and it's getting better. Like every week, we were kind of like 200 AQ, and then it's like then 170, 160, like 150, 152, and I want to say like last week we kind of like did our best score ever. I can't 100% remember, but I think we did like our best score ever. We're like in the 140s, so it's like. This is a point where it's, and as I've said to people, I like being in the alliance that I'm in at the moment because we're always making gains, but we're not. It's not like a case of we have to always be in like top 100. That's where we have to be each week. It's like a case of like, no, what we're doing is we're making small gains, like small little steps, baby steps of W's, and it feels good each time to get small W's. So. We'll try and see what we do with Alliance War season next season. But yeah, first season coming back was fine. I would say of the wars that I did, because it was a very small one, I probably would have been a bit kind of like, maybe I'll have a different story next season. I don't know if I'll do a video like this. It's kind of like a season mop-up. But yeah, it's small season, which means less stress because You know, it could either go worse or better down the line. And who knows? Who knows what would have happened with more wars? The new season starts off, I think, next week sometime. Let's just double check that actually, because I do want to check that on the information. So the next season starts on pre-season starts September 14th, right? And it goes live on the 28th, which is good, because then that's like you've got a lot of Act 8.1 out the way and kind of like well on your way. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for next season of what happens, and there are some like node stuff. I don't know, new tactics and things. I don't really give a two damns about new tactics with it. And so the Blacklist, Spider-Man 2099 and Ghost for Expert, and Human Torch and Hercules are whitelisted. Right. Is that good? Is that bad? I think it's good, actually. That's good. Whitelist means you can use them. Yeah, so we'll see what the new season holds and how things go. There's a few no changes. Mini bosses have been getting a little long in the tooth in regards to who was placed there, as well as their core threat. In order to shake it up, the tree and focus and get placed, blah 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 blah, between season 1, 2, and 2. Makeover changes are follows. And yeah, it's just you've just got to find the right counter for it. As simple as that. But yeah, I mean, I'm in a no stress kind of like area with this. It's not something that's going to be as stressful as some of the other people in Master, Platinum 1 are going to have. Just enjoying myself, really, in a positive frame of mind when it comes to this. I'm going to give it a go a bit more, see how the seasons go on, and scoop up that loyalty, because that's the biggest thing as well. What we're trying to do with our alliance is any loyalty is we're trying for it not to be invested into things like AW and more invested into the roster. We take those rank 4 materials for 6 stars, we invest them into champions, we improve our prestige. The alliance improves their prestige, it has positive benefits to AQ. That's how we're kind of working this here. Very, very good and very, very nice. Love the alliance. We got, I think we added MCOC Shah in. We got Zundog here. We got Beezy. We've got a lot of friends I've had from the old alliance in Odin. And I think we've got 2 available slots coming up, which we're tendering for now. But it is a process. So we want to get the right people in that kind of understand the mantra and kind of like, you know, understand what we're trying to achieve. But yeah, happy. I'm happy as a pig in plop. That's been a video. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of an overview of what I've been doing. And maybe another video following up season per season, like a mop-up type thing. We'll have to see. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content located on the screen. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.